What's up, friends and fam? Welcome to BTR News with Scotty Reed, where I get to share my opinions about opinions, but this is more a news segment, you could say. So I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but C-19, y'all know what that virus is, right? C-19 that, you'll get tagged if you use the word or whatever, they might flag your content. But anyway, C-19, the flu, and other respiratory diseases are on the rise, and they're starting to overwhelm hospitals, much like the beginning of the pandemic with C-19. I know our local hospitals were full. It's just really, really got bad. And, particularly with the African American community, we were targeted with so much misinformation from sources that people trust. Why, I don't know, but they trust them. And so they didn't get vaccinated. They didn't wear masks. They didn't mask up. And so, this is kind of alarming to me as my family was hit hard by it. Thankfully, we didn't anyone lose their life in my immediate family, but people who live on this road that I live on in North Carolina did die from it. But it's not surprising to me. From the information that I was reading, it was apparent that C-19 is here to stay, just like the common cold, just like the flu. And so right now, I don't think I can share my screen. I'm still learning on Facebook broadcasts on how to share the screens and what have you. But I'm just going to, let me see, Insight Settings, Interactivity. Y'all give me a second, see if I can share something. No, I can't. So I'll just read from it. Here's a couple of your headlines. If you just Google C-19 or flu, a trifecta of respiratory viruses, COVID, I just said it, didn't I? RSV and flu is taxing hospitals across the nation. Some localized news, main hospitals seeking cauldron of respiratory viruses among patients. Did I say seeking? I meant seeing if I said that. Is it flu, COVID, or RSV? A chart that tells symptoms apart. CDC recommends face masks again in New York City, Los Angeles, as COVID spikes. So that's just some of the headlines that's dominating the news feeds, and people should take it serious. I actually had went to sorryantivaxxer.com just to see if it was still up. And it's a pretty sad platform because they're documenting all the people who died from C-19, and most of them being anti-vaxxers, obviously. But, I have been kind of lax. Although I was vaccinated, I haven't gotten a booster shot. Also, I've been kind of lax and not wearing my mask. Now, when I go to the VA hospital, yeah, you're required to wear a mask at the VA hospital. But when I've gone to the grocery stores, be at work or whatever, being around other people, I have been lax on wearing my mask. So I might need to tighten up, especially since where I live, Gaston County, North Carolina, their percentage of active cases of COVID were higher than the rest of the state. And Gaston County indeed got hit hard during that pandemic. And I'm seeing on my timeline from local people I'm connected to on social media that's coming down with it and what have you. So it's here to stay, man. It's not going nowhere. So you should protect yourself, when you out in public touching stuff, don't touch your face. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch your eyes. Don't go to, doing all that. Don't touch your nose. Don't touch your mouth, and keep your hands clean, And so I don't have to tell everybody, you should know, considering how hard COVID hit in the United States and all the information that they was putting out on how to protect yourself. But interestingly, at this time, probably not surprising, I had been reading that the United States military was running short on its recruits. They wasn't meeting their recruiting goals, like by 25%, maybe as high as 30%, that they weren't getting in enough bodies that they needed to fulfill, I guess, the mission. And so anyway, they had that mandate. They had the mandate to where you had to get the shot or you got out. You got separated from the service, as they say. But now that mandate is on the chopping block. Some of the headlines: military's COVID vaccine mandate to be dropped. Congress to end COVID-19 vaccine mandate for military. So if you were in the military, I would assume that they would allow you to mask up. I would advise it. I would certainly advise it. Y'all know the close quarters that those who served in the military, that we are with people in tents and what do they call those community? I'll just say community showers, living in the barracks, being in the mess hall, just being around a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people didn't come through an area touching stuff. So, but the flu, that's been around. I guess people gonna say the flu fake too, right? I don't know. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about, is just to warn people, inform people about this news, and to also, encourage you to protect yourself. Even if you don't get vaccinated, you need to wear a mask, you know what I'm saying, to protect yourself and protect others from you, as you may be an asymptomatic carrier. Okay, but that military thing right there, that show you how desperate they are for bodies, man. Who knows? We might be entering into World War III, as the United States has been on this collision course with Russia since the breakup of the Soviet Union. All the different administrations have led up to this conflict in Ukraine, but I'm not going to get off into that, the specifics of that. But they're going to need bodies. They're going to need cannon fodder and what have you. You can't fight a war yet without bodies. They working on robots and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, right now they need, Uncle Sam needs you. But man, forget all that. All right, this has been Scotty Reed with a BTR News report, commentary, and my opinion piece. Make sure that you support Black Talk Media Project. Let me go ahead and make sure I put that up right quick. I should have been done it, but like I said, I'm just now getting used to this. So feature a link. Go ahead and show that. You could donate to the nonprofit media organization which I lead, Black Talk Media Project, or you can send a star, the Facebook stars and what have you, and there's some added benefits to sending stars. All right, with that said, peace and blessings to all.